On October 28, 2023, All Saints Church hosted an open house event from 1 to 3 p.m. at 315 Dundas St East, where community members dropped by for a coffee and learn about All Saints services, programming, and meet their staff as well as their volunteers.
So this open house today is just to we open up to the community. We haven't had an open house in a number of years, partly because of COVID and various other events that have kind of limited our numbers, or events, I guess, factors. So we've just opened our doors. We're providing coffee and cookies and muffins and some displays about the services we're offering, and volunteers and staff are on hand to talk about what we do here. We have some short films that we're showing, and we've been really glad to welcome our city councillor, Chris Moyes, and the Anglican Bishop of Toronto, Andrew Asbill, and various folks in the neighborhood, as people far away and people right next door.
All Saints Community Center is a space of connection, welcome, and practical help. From its inception, All Saints welcomed both the rich and the poor. In 1971, under the leadership of Reverend Norman Ellis, All Saints became a church community center managed by a board of directors. Most of the church's pews were removed to create a space for a weekday drop-in center, one of the first in Toronto. Today, the All Saints Drop-In Center welcomes people from all walks of life, especially people in need. And it's open 4 days a week. Their drop-in is a safe, non-judgmental place where people can have coffee, rest, eat a hot meal, see a nurse, or even a social worker, access telephone, Wi-Fi, and computers, and washroom facilities. They also serve approximately 800 meals each week.
We mainly serve people who are experiencing homelessness and other forms of marginalization, people who have trouble accessing housing and healthcare and other social services. So our staff essentially will often directly provide resources to people. So, for example, meals, nursing care, case management, harm reduction kits, and so on. But they will also help people in accessing resources for themselves, whether that be housing, referrals to other agencies for things like clothing or other medical or health help. I love this community here at All Saints and Dundas and Sherbourne. I'm very proud of the fact that we stayed open throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. We were one of 8 drop-ins in the entire city of Toronto that kept our indoor space open so that people who had no place to go actually did have a place to go, at least during the day, and they could come and sleep and get a warm meal. So I'm very proud of that. I'm also proud of the dedication of the staff in serving 200 meals every day that we're open, providing case management supports to people who are kicked out of literally the emergency room down the street and drop-ins all over the city. We tend to work with people who have a lot of trouble accessing services elsewhere, and our staff are very skilled and compassionate in helping those who can't find help elsewhere. And one example of that is our crystal meth support program. We have a case manager and a peer worker who work specifically with people struggling with crystal meth use, who sometimes can present with quite challenging behavior and tend to be turned away other places. So we have a dedicated case manager and peer worker for that group of people, and we've already had some successes in that area in helping people find housing and turn their lives around. So I'm very excited about that program, which is one of just 2 across the city. And I guess I should do a shout out here to the Toronto Urban Health Fund and the Trillium Foundation for helping us put on that program.
My name is Lee, and my role here is just to sort of help out the people and try to get them to feel comfortable in the church drop-in. I greet the people on Sunday when we have our church gathering, and throughout the days of the week I'm helping either in the garden or doing some cleaning to make sure that the building looks respectable each day. sometimes I'm here just to oversee and make sure that the people are treating one another with somewhat respect of each other's space. Because we're not really pushing the religion too much. We want to have a place that people feel comfortable to share their journey with others if they want to freely share it. We don't put any pressure on anybody. I'm just here to really help. I'm very grateful for this place because it not only helped others, but it helped me in many ways. And when you see that you are trying to do something out of your heart and somebody's grateful for the help that they've gotten over the years, it's a satisfying feeling to know that you've helped somebody to get back to their purpose of what they were here for in this journey. Hopefully, a lot of the buildings that are not occupied can be occupied with some of the people that are outside suffering right now. Because homelessness is one thing in the summer, but it becomes a little bit more dangerous in the winter times. And they should have more opportunities to rebuild somewhat of a home atmosphere. Because outside it's very dangerous. And people lose their lives eventually because it's not healthy for someone to miss their sleeps 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, and some even weeks without proper rest. And the health, they have to have a place to call home because outside is not anybody's home. And hopefully one day homelessness will be no more. I believe the city can do more, especially the government. They have enough financial resources to put their money towards other things that are not necessarily important. When it comes to the health of the survival of the human race, they need to be fed, they need to have shelter, and they need to be able to have a dream that they can follow, and for the government to help them to follow those dreams. Because nobody that's still alive is hopeless and should be homeless. We all should be caretakers of our sisters and brothers' well-being. And that's when the world and this country will be a better place. Because on native land, everybody should be able to share what is there for the people, all people.
My name is Trish DeMilli. I go by Trish. My role in the All Saints community is Sundays I'm an altar server, and the other days I'm a peer worker for the drop-in, All Saints drop-in. I serve coffee and I serve juice and I serve snacks. Just come to All Saints Church and one of the staff and peers will help you with anything you need.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out all of our social media platforms. For more information, check out our website.